Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to the Hark The Ghoul demo. It is, well, as far as I can tell, it's a Kingsfield-like, and a really good one at that. One of the people I follow on Blue Sky, Casey Explosion, was recommending this, and I somehow had missed it. I love Kingsfield-likes, which is weird, I never grew up with them. I think for me I love Souls-likes, but I find modern Souls-likes have gotten too fast for me, too aggressive, and so the more like first-person, you know, almost like old school first person computer RPG, Ultima Underworld style, you know, immersive sim gameplay is much more my speed. Clunk. And so, there have been a number of these games coming out recently. Lunacid, Dread Delusion. Though Dread Delusion is like one part Kingsfield, one part Morrowind. Queen's Domain, which is obviously Super Kingsfield. Like, all of these games are starting to evoke a style of game I never got into when I was a kid, apart from like Morrowind and whatnot. But the more I play them, the more I get obsessed with them, because they're mixing that really nice dungeon crawler feel. A lot of them have weird-ass worlds. This one is immediately selling me with this kind of Mothman and the magic and the strange environment design. Oh yeah, there was also Bug Knight. Bug Knight was quite good. I feel like, am I also a Bug Knight here? Maybe. Who were you before rebirth? There's also Verho, Curse of Faces. I don't know, we've had a bunch of those. This is definitely aping a little off of Bloodborne. So we can be a bounty hunter, a bourgeois, a scholar, a militiaman, a prisoner, an outsider, a forest folk, a stranger, and a deep denizen. I kind of like stranger. So your body bears no familiar mark, and none can say what people you belong to. Your end came long ago and your place in history is lost. Only affects your story and relationships with other characters. Oh, that's kind of fun. Part of the Marquis's militia. You sought to protect citizens from corruption. You shot yourself when your protective glasses broke, preferring to die with your mind intact. Interesting. Oh god. Forest folk. You are a wayward child, abandoned by kin, taken in by the critters of the sacred grove. When times grew difficult, your adoptive family feasted on your innards while you slept. That's terrifying. I'm going to be a stranger. What is my prized possession? So we can have a barrel lid. Lets the skilled user deflect blows completely, so you can do a parry. Impetus corporis. Incantation that propels the caster horizontally in whatever direction they move in. Untrained practitioners frequently find themselves plummeting from great heights. Lifts and hurls nearby objects towards your foes. Shoots magic projectiles. Bowl with invigorating broth. And soul fertilizer that can nourish a sapling. I think I'm going to go with the levitation. What are we? Wabo. Are you a stranger named Wabo? I am sure. Bloop. A little bright. Okay, shift is kick. And I have buggy feet. The fact that this comes with a kick button is also very exciting to me. It does mean that there's no way to move faster, but that's okay. Oh, is this the sapling? So this would have been the soul set. The soul fertilizer would be for that. Okay, so that's who I am. Interesting. It's just telling me I can, not that I have to. Nope, can't break that. So we're gonna go the other direction. And no crouching, no running, no anything else. Yeah, shift to kick. Kind of useful. A grenade. Powerful but sensitive explosive implement. Can be thrown, handled with care. where that levitation ability would be lovely. Okay, so we're just going to run away from that. I have no way of fighting. So there's no reason for me to try. Normally. Get yote, sucker. Got it. Okay. No, don't think I can actually hit it with that, but that's fine. I'm not sure if I can get to that. That actually looks like it might have an alternate path. Can I hit this? Maybe. Hard to say. Also really appreciate that the devs... Okay, bone sword. Barely a weapon, the shard of bone is infused with the same eerie blood that runs through your veins. Okay, attack, heavy attack. Okay, so I can break these. For small amounts of money. I don't know how much I need money. Oh, there's just cashola everywhere. I mean, with that, this much just dropping from the boxes and barrels, who knows? Doesn't look like it can break it. What does this say? To Ember Rift. So if I want to go there, up a little bit more money. Do I need to hoard it all? I don't know. I just don't want to get to the next town. Ghoul grub, eh? There we go. Gave me some mana? Not sure what that gave me, actually. Yeah, we have a lot of these people with these crystals growing out of them. Okay. Yeah, so this is me. I swear I had that telekinetic thing. Maybe it's a spell that I equip later, somehow. Can I break one of these? Oh, I can. Ugh. I do wonder what the, reason of putting these bodies in. Oh. Okay, there we go. I should not be breaking every single barrel just in case. Just in case there's actually merit to, you know, keeping them for platforming reasons. Okay, where does this get me? Here. Ah, for this. Revivifying bark. Consumed to regain lost health. Okay. That hurt. Just go over here. I'm appreciating the immediate freeform exploration that they've got going on. Like, obviously, there's only so many places for me to go. That's a rock? Not, well, if it was a rock, I could still break it. Peace out, failed ghoul. Rejuvenating ring. Incant to summon a field that mends the wounds of all who stand within. Okay. So we got a healing spell right off the bat. That feels good. I don't know how much juice I have. to, like, how to reclaim regen enough mana to use it. Oh, are we that hole that I saw earlier? Now, I kicked a guy off the ledge. Is he still alive? No, he's toast. That's the money he dropped. Well, the path I've taken so far has been pretty lucrative. Did I? Yeah, I must have grabbed that coin. We've got two. We've got that direction, we've got this direction. And we've got the way back, too. My decision to just run around breaking boxes has not failed me yet. Yeah, more revivifying bark. Oh, but I maxed out. And then I get whatever that is. Nectar +1. Oh, killing that guy increased my nectar. So I wonder if that's something I can use to level up. Also, I guess I might as well move to the other side just so you can see how many healing items I have. Not that I've had cause to use them yet. Path to the surface. Okay, we've leveled up again. Nectar +1. Don't know where the little guy came from, but that's okay. We have... so here's the soul fertilizer. So maybe I need these to unlock checkpoints and be able to actually do things here. So I can feed the sapling. Maybe I should have saved this, but this is a checkpoint that I will be coming back to, I'm sure. Okay, flowers. Oh. So I can spend nectar for various perks. So gain inner sap on melee hit. Increase my movement speed. Increase jump height. More consumables. Increase attack speed. I think I want to go for the inner sap. I don't actually... I'm assuming inner sap is the orange resource. How did I miss that? Another nectar. Yeah, is there anything for me to do now that I've got a sword? Maybe? I mean, it's always worth searching these rooms, especially if it's a room that you weren't able to properly explore previously. There may always be a random item in here that you might have otherwise missed. Okay, this one doesn't seem breakable in comparison. Alright, well. Yeah, I guess that little area is hidden just outside of view, unless you're looking that direction. But there was a monster, so of course you're not going to. Sneaky. Yeah, for a while we were getting just like oodles of really mediocre Souls-likes. Games that just very much want to be Dark Souls. And I feel like we're finally hitting that point with indie games where we're starting to get those Dark Souls inspired games that actually play in this space, as opposed to just trying to be a Dark Souls killer. I'm thinking of like the original Lords of the Fallen, which was kind of so-so at best. But it was like very clearly trying to be Dark Souls. And I heard the more recent one is maybe better. I liked it initially, but apparently the developers are maybe not the greatest. I think they've been... I don't remember. I forget. Okay. Break this open. And I'm just looking for goodies in case there's anything. Here's the lad. What, you thought you could escape me? Oh. I'm back. And I'm looking for goodies. The extra jump height might be worth it. That is the one other perk that I might want to keep an eye out for. The movement speed will be nice too. Nope, another one of those. Everything else seems fine. Oh. No, this is a different goodie. Higher than the one. Interesting. Probably reachable if you do the... if you have the ability to do that horizontal dash. But I don't. Ow. Wow, the fall damage in this is no joke. I don't think I've been this direction, so this might take me where I want to go. Or this takes me somewhere else completely. Leopardor's Diary. Go from here. But like, even in the Souls-like space, we are actually getting some pretty good Souls-likes. Lies of P, I think, is probably one of the best, if not the best, non-From Software Souls-like. Okay, can I check this diary? The sapling finally took to ground, and with it, preparations are complete. None of our cocoons have yielded success, and the metal veins are starting to run dry of his blood. I've begun drawing up further plans in anticipation of our failure. Oh my, this laboratory has gotten quite out of hand. I was so focused, I neglected housekeeping. Okay. Let's see. Doesn't look like things have respawned yet, or at all, I'm not sure. Okay, keep grabbing the sparklies. I don't know why a ghoul grub would have money on it, but hey. Not gonna question that too hard. I do look forward to having a weapon that actually has a degree of reach. This thing's grabbo. I don't want to see if I can go like full pokey stick here. Maybe. Okay. More of these. Youch. Yeah, I'll eat a rock. Do we eat two? Actually. Better than fighting a whole group at once. Probably. I also wasn't using those for anything, so seemed appropriate. But yeah, so it seems like they're taking random corpses and then pumping them full of ichor, his blood, whatever his blood fully refers to. Do we want to leave that just in case that actually gets me something? I don't know. Maybe. But the thing I have about all of the trend chasers... Okay, Gleaming Gem. Materializes glowing stones out of pure magic. Lights the path ahead. Potent when kicked into foes. That seems fun. The problem I have with a lot of the, like, really trend-chasing Souls-likes, not the ones that are, like, really authentically trying to make one, but I'm thinking largely in the AAA space, or the, like, wannabe AAA space, the ones that are trying to match Dark Souls, not in its ambiance, but in its exact visual quality, if that makes sense. Quality aesthetic. This, for example, feels like an homage that looks like it preceded Dark Souls by a couple of years. Whereas, you know, I'm thinking Lords of the Fallen. I'm trying to think of all the other, like, so-so Souls-likes that have come and gone, and I'm actually blanking on them. There were a bunch, but just, they don't stick. Okay, where am I going? Because I don't know what's in the surface. Path to the surface. Let's go to the other one. There was like an Amberville, or it sounded like a town, and I might as well head that direction just to see if it gets me anything. But any game that's trying to just be Dark Souls is very much just going to kind of ape off of its mechanics, but you kind of almost suffer it. Okay, yeah, this goes to Amber Rift. Okay, maybe Amber Rift is not as townish as I thought. Just, I don't know, this is the first path we saw, so I figured I might as well go down here. Oh, it does have a number of these guys. We do hate them. A lot, actually. Oh. Well, that'll do it. Yeah, there's just too many enemies. And I don't have the right gun. I'm not even sure if I can go to the Amber Rift at the moment. Ow. And grab it all. Oh, right. I have the stone I can chuck. I should play around with that. Especially if I can, yeah, regen. Cannot open from this side. Right. And we did have rocks, actually. Oh, I should get much better at kicking rocks into enemies. I'm not sure if these rocks are particularly good for kicking. Let's see. But yeah, any game obsessed with replacing the predecessor to, you know, killing Dark Souls, more or less, is inevitably going to fall short unless they can perfectly match the mechanics or find some new way of evolving them. And so, I don't know, how many of you specifically were like gaming, especially MMOs back in the WoW Killer era? Almost every single WoW Killer had its merits, could have even been very good, and if WoW didn't exist, they would have been amazing. But because WoW existed, nobody cared. That always kind of felt sad to me. Oh, that's a big rock. Whoop. Okay, avoid that. Yeah, if I can get it so that I can regen the magic from hitting enemies, we might be able to do some fun rock kick business. Sap syrup, dose of melted amber, check to regain inner sap. So inner sap is definitely magic. I don't trust that thing. I think I'm just gonna break these. They're in my way. Buddy, get out of here. Thank you. Huh. Does actually look like there's an area down there. Are you safe? Extract harvested. Oh, more max health. Okay, I was terrified that that thing was going to explode in my face. But that's a fun way of getting extra stats. What was I going to say? I mean, mostly just talking about, like, trying to clone something. You might be able to make something vaguely on par, but ultimately it's still going to be a cheap clone. And okay. Go for that. I really should actually just use the rocks on hand rather than summoning more, considering how many rocks they're giving me. Main thing is the glowing rocks are much easier to kick. I think do a bit more damage, but it's hard to tell. Alright, there we go. That is most of the money at least. I don't trust treasure chest. Oh. Interact with stealth. Pick up Men's Lavari. Lift objects with the power of your mind and throw them at your foes. Yes! I believe this belongs to you. Feel free to kick it open. Yes! Okay. What about these? Nope, can't be broken. Somebody just left their dresser drawers. Okay. Interact with sign. Sign? Oh, this one. Keep out. Fair. Bunch of squeakers. Well, it just winks out of existence. Get a granada. A lot of rats. Take out the trash. Whoop. Unless they're going to do that to me. At which point, no thank you. Whoop. Once again, can't do that. Whoop. Yeah, unfortunately, kicking this guy into... box and barrels doesn't hurt him. It's only the reverse. There are horses in this universe. Huh. I would have assumed a horse would be horse-sized as opposed to me being human-sized. But you never know. Okay, there are a couple of rocks there. I do have the levitation, but we don't have much... well, any power. So I'm just going to start breaking things and hoping for the best. What are these? No idea. Clairgarac streets. Fair enough. Rusted flintlock. Weathered and well used, yet precise and easy to handle. So I now can shoot with the right click. Grand Ruler, our sovereign eternal. Some kind of moon elf. Amber! Amber! Hey, you! Come here a sec. Whoa! You're a gnarly fella, ain't ya? What happened? Actually, forget it. Weird's the new normal in Clairgarac. So, you got coin? Because I need coin. You need to buy me some of that sweet, sparkly amber. Want to check my stash? Ask about amber. Been ages since my last lick of orange. Since the cops snatched up my stock for my own good, I haven't found squat. If I can't scrape up enough coin, I'll sneak back into the rift. You look like you can handle yourself. Bring me a nice fat chunk of amber and I'll make it worth your while. Real silver, real deal. Ask to see his wares. One shop coming up. Okay. So we have a leather whip. Can pull things from afar. Probably can do damage. Okay. Grenade, gunpowder pouch, sap syringe. Okay, definitely buying the whip. Next time, bring a little extra, eh? We do big business here. Maybe next time. Free sap syringe. There's a dog. Talk to Watson. Bark. Bark back. Watson does not seem impressed. I'm disappointed in myself more than anything. Okay, and Bloodborne rules apply. Cannot just walk through doors. Most of the time. Oh, there's a person, but first sapling. So flowers. I need to intersap on melee hit. Now, does this grow? No, at least currently. It doesn't. Oh, but if I feed the sapling, 2 soul fertilizers are required. I see. Hello, little critter. So this is what a real ghoul looks like. Not human, but not quite a sibling either. To think your body would be the one to succeed. How ironic. Perhaps this is retribution. You're welcome to stop by the sapling. I planted it for your sake after all. Who are you? Don't you remember me? It was I who reanimated you and lent you strength. Although we look similar, little critter, you and I are quite different. Your raw potential far exceeds my abilities. Please do come to me for advice, critter. Who am I? It's only natural that your memory would be hazy after your rebirth. You, poor child, have already died once. Most likely you were a victim of this world's terrible upheaval. I carried your body to my laboratory along with those few other departed souls. I hope to create a being with limitless potential. Most failed, but you, it seems, are special. That is your very purpose, little critter. Ask for guidance. You see the citadel from here, yes? Its demented ruler would set the heavens aflame and scour us all. I would have you enter the dwelling and cast them down. However, you're still weak. In order for you to fulfill your purpose, little critter, you first need to head downwards. In the deepest depths of Cleargarak, your path will become clear. I will await you there, down beneath. Until you find me in the flesh once again, always strive to reach deeper. I will be waiting here. Keep growing, critter. Okay, grenade, money. So, got a couple of places to go and explore. Doesn't seem like I have too much. I just want to check the corners, because this looks breakable or something. Maybe. Okay, next order of business, swap to the whip. So, power, don't know. So both are pretty weak as far as damage goes. Okay, that's the citadel. I came from there. We've got some stuff that I can do. Gunpowder pouch. Consume to regain ammo. Hello. It's a human-ish. Hello, little bug folk. Name's Heiner. The finest smith in this dump of a city. Love weapons more than you can imagine. Got kicked out of my workshop by your bug buddies. Left my tools behind. Since your ghoulish friends tossed me out, go fetch my tools for me, yeah? Alright. Alright now, don't forget to pick up mine tools. Main Street, red brick building. Mine chimney is probably still smoking. Now, buzz off. I'm not great at a German accent, to be honest. Can I actually break these? Uh-oh. No. It seems like the whip might not be good for breaking boxes and stuff. Which is a bit of an issue. As I definitely need to be able to do that. Interact with door. Cannot open from this side. Yeah. So we actually have a number of shortcut doors that we get access to through here. In the off chance that any of these have anything good, pop them open. I know I could potentially have dragged one all the way over to that pile to jump. Well, probably not super doable. Okay, so just interacting with that is good enough. Ah, that's my ammo. Let's check all the alternative paths that I can take. More gunpowder pouches. Oh, you don't look healthy. Ow. Well, it gets me a level. We have a nectar. Let's try the whip for a little while. Not sure if there's really anything there. Okay, question. Can I break these, or does it move them around? Yeah, I like the idea of the whip. But it does seem like it's going to hamper me more than help me. I'll try it in a fight. Because it could be one of those that I just switch to it when it's fight time. Yeah, I can't break one of those. Keep grabbing the money, because don't know what else I'm gonna have to buy. And yeah, big ups. They give me a lot of consumables. That's a hell of a lot of horses. They give me a lot of consumables to use here, so I really shouldn't stinge too hard. Oh, you know what? I want to test this whole melee hit thing. Damn it. Ow. That didn't work. Not sure if a headshot really does anything to these guys. Okay, well. So it looks like... Oh. Heal up. Grab another one of those, grab another one of these. Yeah, it looks like I get anywhere between 1 to 2 sap per cast. Ain't too bad. Okay, this is the direction I'm going. So, let's try the whip. Okay. Okay. Whip does do damage. Actually, a decent chunk. Okay, the problem is... it does... drag an enemy closer to me. But it's good if I'm, like, really feeling in danger. And also, is a good way for me to kind of safely get my mana back. What I probably should have done was switch to the telekinetic blast. Maybe I tried to use that thing, but I don't know. The idea of kicking an explosive barrel this far seems not great to me. Really wish I could pick something up. I mean, I guess I can kind of push it. We got a bunch of ghoulies down this direction. Hey, as long as it doesn't explode on me. Well, that super didn't work. I get 2 of them. Okay, leveled up. Everything else is kind of okay. I got a gun. Okay, looks like I get 1 magic back. Looks like they were eating another horse. There's something I've pissed off here. On the other side of the wall. As long as it can't hit me, we're okay. Well, I guess I might as well do another heal. Okay, got the sap syringe. Everything else looking okay? Yeah, so I didn't quite get all of the guys, really. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one. I might be able to come back for it. Yeah, I wasn't able to get all of the guys with the explosive, and I wasn't able to pull off the combo quite as cleverly as I would have liked. But hey, I'll take what I can get. A lot of ghouls. Okay, anything else? They've got an Ookie Spooky out that direction. Ookie Spooky up here. Oh, it's a soldier. Ow. Hambone hurt. But hey. Got another gunpowder pouch, which more or less puts me back up to full. Not quite, but close enough. Okay. So what is this? Heiner's Workshop. Get your weapons fixed here. No guns allowed. I'm not sure about that rule anymore. I'm maxed out on grenades. I should use them. I'm maxed on revivifying bark too. I'm actually kind of loaded on things. Which means I should be using them instead of hoarding them like a goofer. Sup, bucko? Alright, weaponsmith's tools. Certain weaponsmith would love to be reunited with these. Have anything else in here? Something. Oh, revivifying bark. Sure. But it is fire, but I'll take it. Okay. Yeah. This is what I was hoping for. Let's get another nectar. Yeah, so I can use telekinesis to yoink things and move them. It's going to be a little tricky to actually, like, use it in combat. Unless I'm, like, in a really good spot for it. But... oh, there's like a dragon bug thing over there. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a series of... it's a giant platforming segment back here, but I don't... we need the jump height booster. We probably also need the movement speed booster. If I had a guess. If I'm going to want to do that stuff. And so I'm not going to bother. Is it just this guy? Looks like it. I really got to start throwing grenades at things, apparently. Okay, we have a ladder there. Get me around. I think I'm going to see if I can get on top of this cart. There we go. Anything else here? No. At least not currently. That feels like it kind of goes somewhere. I think this is where we were at previously. I kind of don't want to lose access to it. Or the part that I'm at. Don't want to break this barrel or box. What am I doing? The problem is my instincts are to break thing. And I recognize that... whoop. And that by breaking the thing, I lose access to some of this stuff. Okay, that's sick. I did not know my telekinesis. Okay, didn't kill him, but I did not know my telekinesis had the potential to pick up a multitude of objects and fling them. Oh god, this entire rooftop area is a place I can go to. Hambone really wants to fight me. I really got to start throwing grenades. I'm going to keep saying that. And I'm going to keep not throwing grenades. I can break these. This is actually a ridiculous amount of loot. Oh, we're back to the beginning. If I want to do it. I could go get the jump height booster. Actually might be worth it. To go back down? Let's go back down. Ow. There we go. I like the slow methodicalness of this. I'm gonna die. Save me, oh Lord. Okay. Somehow that guy survived, which feels weird. Well, not exactly what I was expecting, but it's fine. Hey, you're good now. Ah, a rare stroke of fortune, you are. Was mending here this here lamppost when I heard this gaggle of monsters creeping up to me. I've been stuck up there for ages. Thanks a million, stranger. If you need me, I'll be at the Grand Ruler Plaza. It's just beyond yonder door, in that nearby corridor. See you later. Okay, so we've now gained him as an additional NPC. No clue if he's of any merit. But at least we can get here. Whoop. If I can? Ah. Tactile. Alright, so let's give this guy his tools. Hello, bug folk. I'm still waiting for mine tools, eh? You can find mine workshop on Main Street, yeah? Wait. This rusty scent. I recognize it from miles away. You have found mine tools, yeah? Hands them over. Since you aided me, I will return the favor. Let me sharpen your steel. Not sure I can do much with these tools. And don't even think about bringing me firearms or such. Just seeing them reminds me of mine fool brother. If you want to mess with guns, seek out that moron. Okay, weaponsmithing. Want me to tinker with your weapons? Can't do much yet, but I'll patch what I can. Might save you a bad blade. Okay, so we can spend money, which I do have, to boost the damage by a tick. So from the bone sword to the marrow machete, what about the leather whip to the hunter's whip? Problem with the hunter's whip, once again, can't break things with it. Might still be worth it, is like the one thing. I don't know. I think I'm going to. If you want me to do some real work, I dropped my other tools off mine balcony a couple weeks ago. Hope nothing broke when they hit the bottom. They made quite the impact crater. Okay, yeah, I definitely need more money. Yeah, be careful, the bounty hunters don't work down there. You're bound to meet some creepy bastards. Now buzz off. Okay. Let's see if the guy has returned. Ah, he's over here. Howdy, boss. I see if you returns. What can I do for you, boss? What are you up to? Needless to say, I'm back on the job. If I don't patch the half-broken lampposts around here, they'll stop working soon enough. Guess I'm the one keeping these streets from going dark. Why, just recently on Main Street, I even had to pry a broken pole away from a crazed fella. That goon was swinging the lamp around like a weapon. It was a tough fix to be sure. Even now it ain't attached too well, I reckon. Why are you still sane? Begging your pardon, boss, but my eyes ain't too good. Actually, it's been a blessing. Got me this job fixing up lamps. Did you know the lamps were installed by the Marquis fellow, fellas, are powered with a little bit of amber? Apparently all the other repairmen couldn't stop themselves from stealing the rocks. But me, hard to be tempted by what them eyes ain't seen, eh? Things seem to have grown more dire while I was perched up on that pole, though. Every soul I met on the way here just digged at the earth, paying no mind to me. Oh, see you soon, friend. It is a neat game. Very much evoking that same, like, you're in the middle of an apocalypse. Okay. Oh, no. Flowers. So increased movement speed is tempting, but I think we want the jump height. Max consumables is kind of nice. But yeah, I think we want locust sinews. If I can jump higher. Oh, I can jump way higher. This might actually get me to some spots, or even save me needing boxes and barrels for platforming purposes. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a regular one. But... oh, no, I can hop up those. Yo. Because I've seen a couple pieces of sap in slightly compromised positions. Or, compromise isn't the right word. Tricky. Hard. Wait. Oh, no. The most deadly thing. Freaking pigeons. I leveled up off of fighting a pigeon. Oh, what a day. Okay, do we actually want to go back down there? We kind of do. Oh, we're here. Oh. It didn't hurt me too much. Since I leveled up and got another nectar, I might as well come back here and get that movement speed boost too. What am I doing? Flowers, speedy legs. I can't wait to see what this looks like when you have more. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling the speed. Not hugely, but I'm feeling it. Oh, he's got like a whole setup now. Good for him. Okay. Now, it doesn't seem like enemies respawn, which I'm actually going to say is kind of huge. Two can play at this game. Okay. Oh. You don't pause in your inventory. Good and slightly bad. Might as well heal. Thing is, I don't think I need to break as many of those boxes. Like, I kind of want to. Yeah, I wish there was an easier way for me to break these things. For loot. Because I can't gain money. Or additional... yeah, I shouldn't have upgraded the whip. It's mostly in case I run into a boss fight. Okay, this scares me. What is the point of this? I don't know. Well, when in Rome. Whoop. Eh. I got plenty of black powder. And if there's ever a lad to need it... wait. I chucked him. Perfect. Whoop. I love this guy. I love this game. I love, like, the wild part is every single Kingsfield-esque game that I've seen and played has just been so wildly different. I'm not even, like, exaggerating with this. It's nutty how much creativity is being packed into a genre that commercially was a failure, I think. Literally, I was big into PS2 games and RPGs and action RPGs and whatnot. Hadn't heard of Kingsfield until I was like 25? And maybe I just wasn't running with the right crowds to get that kind of info. But it very much was like a niche game for niche gamers. Okay. Take one of these. Whoop. Got a zealot eye. Burns your hands can be thrown. Didn't mean to fall down here, but hey. There's plenty of resources to go around, and that's a terrifying looking rat. Well, let's heal before I have to deal with it. But like, I actually don't know if I can think of a single genre that is nearly... Okay, what is your... Oh. What? Well, unfortunately, I've lost the rat. There you are. There is an air meter. Okay, bloated rat. I picked it up, full of vigor and bile. Someone out there might be eager to trade for such a specimen. Oh, that's kind of a funny little side quest. Okay. I didn't get him. Okay. Gonna fire that there. Yeah, I want to break the barrel more than anything else. But alas, okay. Is he still trying to shoot me there? He might be. Well, he broke the barrel for me. Thank you. Yeah, the extra mobility is extremely nice. Weirdly enough, I actually hope this gets a... No, I have taken some damage. I'm certainly not using these. Was that me shooting, or is that somebody... That's him shooting at me. Well, luckily we've got ladders. What's up, bozo? Whoop! Ah, damn it. I don't know how much damage that did to him either. Seems like there's a bunch of these guys. Sapling, step back. Instantly return to the last sapling visited. Where'd the guy go? Oh, here he is. Have to be careful. Nope. Well, at least the fall damage hurt him a lot. Hurt me too, though. Oh well. Got plenty of these. Sap syringes and other doodads. I'm not too worried. Let's see how much this heals me, considering I was pretty wounded. Oh, it's like a full heal. God, I love that. Like a weird fish. Oh. Screw it. Where does this bring me? Other big up on this. I'm not lost, but I am just going places. We had that, like, whole underground segment kind of near the blacksmith shop. And now we're in a different underground segment. Might connect. I have no way of knowing. It's exciting. The world is full of mysteries. I think that's one of the things that Souls-likes do especially well. And I guess, well, I mean, Kingsfield is a Souls-like. It's just equal parts Granddaddy Souls-like, and then also Well, yeah, I guess you could argue that all Souls-likes are actually Kingsfield-likes. Where does this pop me? No idea, I don't like the look of this room. Ventus Repulso. Powerful wind pushing away anything in its path. Neat. But yeah, I'm just like on an adventure. Exploring this labyrinthine town filled with enemies. I love the fact that they don't respawn. I recognize that that probably is going to make it a little harder to get sufficient money to upgrade everything, so I'll have to be careful about that. Maybe there's some way of doing it later. I don't know. But yeah, to go back to the topic I was kind of bringing up, that like, I don't think Kingsfield was a huge success. I think some people were obsessed with it. Really? Invisible wall. Yo. And I know exactly where we are. We're back here with the dudes in the horse cart. Yeah, it got all swimmy and I was like, oh, okay, I know what that is. It's freaking rules, man. Yeah, I'm not hurt. Okay. For a second, I thought the lever locked back into position. I got worried. But yeah, despite that, it kind of built a cult following that has now led to a indie resurgence from like a handful of developers that played Kingsfield, became obsessed with Kingsfield, and then wanted to make their own Kingsfield. Cerulean Sluice. Okay. I'm assuming these guys are just going to try shooting at me. Oh. Scuba militiamen. Well, I killed one of them. Oh. He's there. Does horrible things to them. Which is awesome. That's why I wanted this spell. It is maybe a little powerful, and I definitely need to recover some of my juice. Because I've definitely de-juiced myself pretty hard here. And I don't know if necessarily any of them are going to lead to mainstream adoption of the genre, but because indie games are considerably more economical, both affordable to the average like player, but then also much lower budget for the developers, so you don't have to sell crazy amounts of copies. It actually feels like there's a possibility that this genre can kind of live on. Oh gosh, okay. It can actually live on or even grow. This is... I don't think this is gonna happen. No. No way. I think that's just in case I fall out. There's got to be some other route to do that. I thought I was being clever getting back in here, but I just don't see myself being able to pull that off. Easy. Anyway. Oh. I don't swim. I jump. Oh, we have a sapling here. I don't think yeah, I can't get any of these. At least the game saved. Oh, hello. Little critter. It's by digging these very waterways that the men of Clergerac uncover the first glints of amber, and thus unknowingly set their undoing into motion. You would do well to tread carefully. This place has been overrun with men and machines of the upper district, and the way down seems sealed by a tangle of deadly beams. Yet I suspect there's a means by which they may be deactivated. I would advise you to keep an eye out for switches. Unfortunately, this does feel like a harder zone that maybe I'm not supposed to go into yet. There's a lot of stuff that I'm, well, missing. Jeez. I've destroyed the cheese. Like, I can still fight the enemies. I just... You're terrifying? Or a friend? A friend, the Rat Man. Another one comes to catch the Rat Man. Don't even bother trying, fool. I'm not here to capture you. Huh? Here to catch a glimpse of my horrid holes, then? I see you're a fellow creepy crawly. Then you may be in luck, friend. You might, perchance, get an invitation to my holes, where many of my gifts await you. Only, and only if you wish to lend the Rat Man a hand. You see, I am the aristocratic and democratic leader of all the rats in the land, while my beloved citizens are hungry little rats. They've recently started leaving the nest, smelling some tasty new orange treats. They cannot help themselves. They're out of control, I say. These sweet rocks are now outlawed for each and every rat. You seem well-traveled. If you find any of these felonious fatties, bring them to me. I shall reward you handsomely. Handsomely. So, what do you say? Interested? Of course you are. Hello, did you bring a tribute for my holes? I can smell it on you, the delicious scent of rat. I can never mistake the stench of my bloated fatties. I can hear adorable, yes, adorable squeaks. Hand it over. Now, I say, now. I love this. Here's your rat. Will cost 1 rat. Yes. Oh, glorious day, my little treasure. Return to me. You've done well, exceedingly well. Now I must go to the depths, to my holes. Oh, but fear not. You shall see me again. Farewell for now, friend. The Rat Republic thanks you. Takes his hat with him. All right. Let's see what's down this hole. I love this game. I think this is extremely fun. I have no idea how big this demo is either. We've now entered the horrid hole. Oh, I see. It's just here now. I can't recapture that one, so I'm assuming this eventually opens. But yeah, so the captured rats come back in here. And, I don't know, work off the amber? I don't know what this is, where this goes. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, here he is. Ah, you've crawled into my horrid hole. Ask about the horrid hole. Few ever make it this far, you know. These tunnels go anywhere, everywhere. They chew through the fabric of the world like hungry little teeth. One moment you're here, the next a forest, a cavern, a place that shouldn't be. No hunter of Clairgarac can catch the Rat Man. I slip, I scuttle, I vanish. They can only dream. But be careful now, the hole has its own rules. You can't just go anywhere, not without my blessing. For now, you may scuttle back the way you came. Ah, but behold, I've opened the streets passage for you, free of charge. Revel in the plentiful bounty of the Rat Republic. Ask about the rats. Ah, my plump, waddling darlings. They were noble rats, sleek and sly, but now, they've grown too fat, too soft, too orange. The cursed snacks have taken hold. I banned those treats, but they scurried away. But yes, you can round them up, deliver them to me. In return, my dear burrowing friend, I shall let you peruse the offerings of the Rat Republic, rare rodent relics from the deepest holes. Okay, so current price, or current rat's 0. So rat chucks. They've been tasked by the Rat Man to follow your command. Together they're experts in pinning enemies in place. Rat cage. Rats are a fickle, curious kind, oftentimes snooping where they shouldn't. The Rat Man keeps his unruly subjects close at hand, locking misbehaving rodents in this modest cage. When unleashed, they gnaw, nibble, and nip at anything warm enough to scream. And a sapling. Happy with your trade? Leaving so soon. I adore this game. I know I've said that a couple of times, but like I think this is genuinely really good. Where's the exit to street level? Is it this one? Yeah, here we go. But the exploration, the ambiance, this asshole, excuse me, sir. It's fine. Like, I'm not actually terribly bothered by damage. But anyway, where am I? What am I up to? Oh, seems like that area might have a... I want to say that's actually just the beginning again. Yeah, here's the area with that guy. Ow. Damn. They're really hard to dodge. Well, that's okay too. I have full juice and a healing spell that I can cast. I'm so glad we just start with one of those. Okay, well, at this point, I think this video has gone on more than long enough, and it's a good time for me to close out. But yeah, this is genuinely a really solid Kingsfield successor. Oh, wait, no, I have no idea where I am. I thought I did for a second. Oh, we're here. Here? I know nothing. I actually didn't need a box or barrel. Oh, we're here. Okay. So it seems like the boxes and barrels might have respawned, at the very least, but not anything else. I'm not going to be able to get back over to that. Not easily, but there's another skill point there, which I could go... I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. But I should mention that the Hark The Ghoul demo is available on Steam right now, so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. And as a bonus, the demo's progress carries over. So, if you play the demo, get as far as you can, and I think it's pretty beefy. I mean, I've been going for, what, an hour and 10 minutes? It seems like you would probably go for like 2 or 3 at the very least. Let's go up this direction at the very least, take a look at the Citadel. Especially because I didn't go this way before, and there's an interesting looking NPC. Deneb. Keep thy distance, cur. What new monstrosity are you? At the very least, thou dost not seem aggressive. As for their name. Who am I? Thou certainly hast gall. I am Deneb, Knight of the White Star. Remember my lord's name. I love this guy. Ask their purpose. Long have I wandered the wastes beyond Claircarak, bereft of kin and companions, staying without compass, spreading the word of our ruler's blessings unto lost villages. Long years hath this arduous pilgrimage demanded, and now I've returned, greeted by this sanguine new Astra. How great mine astonishment to find the city in disrepair, overrun with madmen and ghoulish abominations of thy kind. Even the bridge to the Grand Cathedral, or Grand Citadel, has fallen. O Grand Ruler, how am I to rejoin thee now? Leave. I must make my way to the Citadel. Thou shouldst follow my lead, perchance the scholars there hold knowledge of a cure to your condition. For now, heading to the Starlit Church seems to be a good first step. Ugh. Yep, so the bridge is super scuffed. Oh, this is how we get here if I wanted to get back to the blacksmith, potentially. I mean, I could try. We haven't died yet. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what imminent mortality gets us. Considering I've got the extra movement speed and jumps, it should be much easier to traverse this, maybe. And yeah, all the boxes and barrels did respawn, probably upon leaving the area, so I guess you can farm currency. Maybe enemies must respawn in much the same way. So you can be pretty good and thorough about cleaning a zone out. And as long as you don't transfer to a new zone, that progress keeps. I like that, actually. I like that a lot. Anywho. Ow. This doesn't look too good for old Wabo, actually. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I can't make that jump. I can make that one, but this is gonna hurt. Oh. Nope. Oh boy. Well, that's interesting. You have died. Return to sapling. Keeps your progress. Nice. I love this. It's got all the quality of life I look for in this kind of thing. You know, the combat's not that hard. It's not heavy reflex based. It's more about kind of figuring out enemy patterns and potentially cheesing them, which I love. And then, yeah, it's pretty forgiving. Dying doesn't seem to cost you anything, which is huge. But for now, at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.